address scheme, right? Next, move on to transport layer. And transport layer, as we know, the protocols associated with transport layer is TCP and UDP. TCP is connection oriented and UDP is connectionless. And TCP always guaranteed for assured data transmission, whereas UDP will never look into, but it keep on pumping off the data. But even then, UDP offers much more better services also in real time. And data unit getting transmitted through this TCP is packets and UDP is datagrams. Now, actually, all these link layer, network layer, transport layer, all these layer, even these three layers are there in reference models, and what all we had discussed in reference models, it is best suited even in IoT. But there are some of the IoT protocols which are exclusively offering 24/7 services, internet services. Let's see. So there are two types of IoT protocols, IoT network protocols and IoT data protocols. So as we know, data, something related to the message or the packet or the datagram is getting transmitted, whereas network is something deals with the connectivity and communication related. So types of IoT protocols coming under IoT network protocols and IoT data protocols. So let us have a look over IoT network protocols. So the same old HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, and this LoRaWAN. So this earlier we had seen one more protocol like this, right? It's like a low capacity protocol for wide area network. Let us see. Anyhow, it will come behind this. So this LoRa stands for long range. To cover the long range wide area network, one specific protocol which is used is LoRaWAN. Please make a note on this protocol. So as the name indicates, it's a long range low power protocol which provides signal detection below the noise level. So what do you mean this noise? Can anyone tell? According to me, this noise is other than the intended data, anything which is wrapping off, anything is getting added along with the regular actual message can be considered as noise. So what this long range WAN will do, it will connect battery operated things wirelessly to the internet. So this long range WAN is capable of operating with the WSNs. So what is WSN? It is wireless sensor networks. This communication protocol is mainly used by smart cities where there are millions of devices that function with less power and memory. Make a note, even we would have come across this less power or any noise protection, lossy connection under constrained protocol, also QoAP protocol. So this long range WAN which can communicate wirelessly with the internet where millions of devices connected with less power and some kind of constrained resources. Next comes Bluetooth. I need not tell this thing. You can see anyhow this material will be shared little later. You can have. Coming to this ZigBee, this protocol we need to resist in our mind. This ZigBee cannot be separated with the IoT always. So ZigBee is an IoT protocol which allows smart objects to work together. It is commonly used in home automation. So even I strongly remember one of the MTech student, he actually brought his project. I think I would have discussed even earlier. What he did is one working model he actually designed by which he got the entire control over all the electric as well as electronic devices inside the home. So in a single button click, whenever the people are there at home, it will be glowing, whether the light or AC, whichever needed, whichever electronic or electric appliances needed. And whenever the persons are moving out, it will be switched off. So such a working model he has actually built. So more famous, this ZigBee is more famous for industrial settings and which is used with apps that support low rate data transfer between short distances. You please make a note. You maybe you should have some idea that earlier whatever protocols which were supported by reference models, which can very well work with both wired and wireless, but this IoT, what is the idea behind is it need to provide the best service in a wireless mode. So that means all possible resources like your noise protection or low power or lossy network or whatever it may be the technical issue, it can be resolved with the constrained or restricted resources. Such facility is to be wrapped off with any IoT protocol. Similarly, this Zigbee also provide low power consumption and which supports low rate data transfer. Make a note on this. Zigbee is an IoT protocol where smart objects can very well work together by means of the same protocol. Next comes IoT data protocol. All these data protocols we had seen earlier. MQTT stands for Message Queue Telemetry Transport QoAP Protocol, AMQP, and then one more thing, a new protocol is added, it is M2M. Vijay Lakshmi is there? Vijay Lakshmi is there in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you read it out for me, dear? MQTT?
One of the most preferred protocols for IoT devices, MQTT, collects data from various electronic devices and supports remote device monitoring. It is a subscribe/publish protocol that runs over Transmission Control Protocol, TCP, which means it supports event-driven message exchange through a wireless networks. MQTT is mainly used in devices which are economical and requires less power and memory. For instance, fire detectors, car sensors, smartwatches, and apps for text-based messaging.
Okay. So MQTT, which runs over TCP. Make a note on that. We knew Message Queue Telemetry Transport Protocol, which runs over TCP. That means it is capable of supporting event-driven message. So what is event? Event is nothing but according to the computer professionals, by this time we all knew that even the button click, even the mouse and double click, much more events. So event driven message exchange is possible by means of this MQTT, and that is also through wireless networks. So this MQTT mainly used in devices which are economical and requires less power and memory. You please make a note, or you please have it in your mind. All these the protocols are capable of running in less power and low memory, lossy network connection, everything. Constraints which are seen in the resources support, especially in the wireless environment. So most probably many of the devices like fire detectors, car sensors, smart watches, and apps for text-based messaging. All these real-time apps or all these real-time smart devices are wrapped off with this MQTT. Yes, Vijay Lakshmi, please proceed. QoAP.
Constrained Application Protocol QoAP. QoAP is an Internet Utility Protocol for restricted gadgets. Using this protocol, the client can send a request to the server, and the server can send back the response to the client in HTTP. For lightweight implementation, it makes use of UDP, User Datagram Protocol, and reduces space usage. The protocol uses binary data format EXL, efficient XML interchanges. QoAP protocol is used mainly in automation, mobiles, and microcontrollers. The protocol sends a request to the application endpoints such as appliances at homes and sends back the response of services and resources in the application.
Okay. So QoAP, whatever we had seen earlier, that can be also taken. This constrained, again, constraints criterion seen with the resources. So this QoAP is a Internet Utility Protocol. So Internet Utility Protocol, which is purely can function only whenever the internet is available. That is ultimate. and it is used for restricted gadgets. Any electronic apps, any smart objects can come under restricted gadgets. And it is purely functioning on the client server mechanism or request response scenario. And this CoAP is extensively using the protocol called UDP. Why? Because which is reducing space usage, memory space they are talking about. Then the protocol uses EXL, binary data format, for all interchanges. Why are we actually always keep on sticking on to this XML list? XML will be there for WFF. What is a well formed? What is that? Well defined format. WDF. XML always giving the guarantee for the well defined format, which is best suited for all cyberspace appearance. Next comes CoAP. CoAP protocol is again the same CoAP protocol. It is used mainly in automation, mobiles, and microcontrollers, and which sends a request to application endpoints. Endpoints always deals with the host level, such as appliances at homes, and sends back the response of services. Same client server mechanism. Next, I request to Darshini Priya to read out this AMQP. Darshini Priya is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please, ma'am.
Advanced Message Queuing Protocol, AMQP. AMQP is a software layer protocol for message-oriented middleware environment that provides routing and queuing. It is used for reliable point-to-point connection and supports the seamless and secure exchange of data between the connected devices and the cloud. AMQP consists of three separate components, namely exchange, message queue, and binding. All these three components ensure a secure and successful exchange and storage of messages. It also helps in establishing the relationship of one message with the other. AMQP protocol is mainly used in banking industry. Whenever a message is sent by a server, the protocol tracks the message until each message is delivered to the intended user or destination without failure.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you, ma. AMQP, whatever we had discussed, same thing you can take it here also. But make a note on this message-oriented middleware. Can anyone tell what is middleware? Middleware?
Communication medium.
Middleware is what?
Ma'am, that communication, the
middleware is wherever we are, supposing in communication, there will be a sender and receiver, and someone there to intermediate. Similarly, middleware is, say for example, whenever we are developing any application using some of the frameworks, we will be having front end and back end. And this middleware will be sitting inside, and it will do the strongest coordination between front end and back end. And that the wonderful language which will provide the finest services as this middleware is C. So only it has been taken for robotics and all, right? So this AMQP, it's a wonderful protocol which offers a message-oriented middleware environment which provides routing and queuing. So routing, you people know, it is the ultimate responsibility of network layer. What it will do, first of all, it will sense what all the possible routes are available for communication, and later after sensing the all possible routes, it will determine whichever is the traffic free shortest path. So that's what routing. And queuing is, obviously this queuing is needed for synchronizing things, right? And it is, the AMQP is used for reliable point-to-point connection. So make a note, as it is providing message-oriented middleware service, it is concentrating, or it is responsible for point-to-point and not end-to-end. The previous application is for protocol is for end-to-end, but this AMQP is point-to-point connection, which provides seamless and secure exchange of data. And this ultimate three components or three services are offered by this AMQP is message exchange, message queue, and binding. So message exchange between the 2 points involved, and message queue is there for assuring the synchronizing thing in order transmission, and binding is also, as you know, binding is between sender and receiver what had to transmit and what not to, and that binding is the actual data which is to be transmitted will get binded, rest of the data will be put up in queue. So message exchange, message queue, and message binding. So by means of three excuse me girls, by means of these three components, it assures secure and successful exchange and storage of messages. So this AMQP protocol is mainly used in banking industry. So as we know, such a sensitive, much more confidential information to be maintained with the banking industry. So this, since because of the secured nature of transmitting data service offered by this AMQP, it has been taken for some confidential real-time areas. Coming to this machine to machine, Sangeeta, please read it out for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Sangeeta? Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Sangeeta. M
Machine
to
to
M.
machine communication protocol. It is an open industry protocol built to provide remote application management of IoT devices. M2M communication protocols are effective and use public networks. It creates an environment where two machines communicate and exchange data. This protocol supports the self monitoring of machines and allows the system to adapt according to the changing environment. M2M communication protocols are used for smart homes, automated vehicle, automated vehicle authentication, vending machines, and ATM machines.
That's good.
Ma'am, shall I
So
continue,
end to
ma'am?
end, one second, ma. Let me finish up this. So end to end communication protocol is cost effective, which can very well go along with the public networks, and which is best suited for self monitoring of machines. See, whenever, as you know, much more communicable or communication devices would have been connected in the network, and some of the systems are put up in this kind self monitoring of machines. Self monitoring can very well be taken with the term autonomy or autonomous or agent based system. What it will do, it will always keep on monitoring the system on its own. Idea is, whatever it may be, the technical specification and functional attributes would have been kept on monitoring by the same old machine. That is, the machine will be having the information of the same machine, meta information of the machine. So self monitoring of machines and allow systems to adapt according to the changing environment. So this thing to be underlined or highlighted, changing environment. So changing environment is what? We cannot expect the network and the communication devices and the routing decisions, anything and everything in the network as a static one. It is dynamic in nature. All particulars, all technical specifications will always keep on changing, and all possible devices which are connected in the network will keep on getting possible alerts and notifications about the dynamic change which are seen in the environment. Accordingly, the M2M communication protocol, rest of the protocols also will give the finest solutions. Next comes XMPP, my dear Sangeeta.
Yes, ma'am. Extensible Messaging and Presence Protocol XMPP. The XMPP is uniquely designed. It uses a push mechanism to exchange messages in real time. XVPP is flexible and can integrate with the changes seamlessly. Developed using OpenXML extensible markup language, XMPP works as a presence indicator showing the availability status of the servers or devices transmitting or receiving messages. Other than the instant messaging apps such as Google Talk and WhatsApp, XMPP is also used in online gaming, news website, and voice over Internet Protocol,
VoIP.
VoIP. VoIP.
VoIP. Okay. Thank you, Da. So here, Extensible, once when this term extensible seen here, even in the earlier classes we had seen like XMPP is based on the XML. Okay, so that is there. Just have a note over here. XMPP works as a presence indicator. Is this telling anything to you? Anything getting flashed on your mind? Presence indicator. This presence indicator showing the availability status of the servers or devices transmitting or receiving messages. I can say this is actually supporting our GPS. What is a GPS? Global Positioning System. In a runtime mode, dynamical information wherever the device is. As we know, wireless devices are supporting two important criterions, that is user mobility and device portability. So that means whenever any communicable device is on move, this presence indicator will show the availability status and which is transmitting and or receiving messages. So make a note, this XMPP will do something related to this presence indicator, and you can put a little caption GPS also. So what are all the, other than the instant messaging apps such as Google Talk, WhatsApp, XMPP is also used in online gaming, news websites and VoIP. And this one real-time example, this XMPP is also used in online gaming. In the end of this class, I will be taking you to that also. I plan for a game soon after completing this session. You all wait. Next comes application layer. Who is there? I can call Agalya. Thrice I called. Today is also I'm calling Agalya. Agalya, please read it out for me. Application layer.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, my dear.
Application layer. An application layer protocol defines how application process, clients and server running on different end system pass messages to each other. In particular, an application layer protocol defines the types of messages. Example, request message and response message. The syntax of the various message types, that is, the field in the message and how the field are delineated. Delineated, sorry ma'am. The message of the information that the field is supposed to contain. Rules for determining when and how a process sends message and response to messages.
So I don't think all these 4 points need some exclusive explanation. It's like types of messages, request or response message from server side or client side, syntax of various messages. As we know, each and every data unit will have its own format, like header information, payload data unit, trailer information, sequence number, acknowledgement bit, likewise, and the meaning of the information that the field is supposed to contain. So meaning of the information is meta information, and rules for determining when and how a process sends message and responds to messages. So all these are responsible for application layer, and application layer protocol enables process to process connection. Make a note on this, girls. Application layer protocol enables process to process connection using ports. So what will be the possible application type? And the protocol associated with this, it's listed. For email, it's SMTP, POP3. Not only these two, you have HTTP, HTTPS, everything, say SSL, everything for secure transmission. But here, IoT point of view, what are all the most significant protocols they had listed? And M2M is CoAP, message to message. Support is given by the protocol CoAP. And for WW, HTTP. And if possible, later on, all protocols, standards, request for comments, the standard number you try to by heart. You have that in mind, and possibly all these standards may be asked in competitive exams. Make a note on this too. And for file transfer, you have FTP and TFTP, and internet telephony, you have proprietary or vocal tech. Vocal tech is the exclusive service which is providing internet telephony You can have anything and everything like Skype, your Zoom Meet, your even Google Meet. Everything is actually functioning based on this internet telephony. Since it is given proprietary, it depends on the service provider to take you make use of the protocols as a individual thing or the combination of one or two protocols. So with this, we'll wind up for today. Why I had taken all these protocols, I'm going to take you people for a game. All of you be alert. I can see only 44 girls, including me, 44 in account. One girl, let me see with the Google attendance later. Let me share one particular, please wait. In the chat box, you can see the link. Why? Okay, anyhow, let me type it on in the chat box itself. It's joinmyquiz.com and the code to be taken is 715520. This code to be given whenever you entered into the gaming. All of you ready? May I start with the game? Be alert, know the credentials, and those who are active and will be some, I guess 3 to 5 rankings will be given at the end. Let me start. Get in. Yalini and Vijayalakshmi are competing. Vijayalakshmi and Yalini. Now Vijayalakshmi is leading. Mohan Priya is also coming together closely.
I need the code, ma'am.
Sumati is actually coming up. Pavitra 715520. 715520. I can give you 1 minute of time because the topper had completed. Yes, 30 seconds. Pavitra, Mohanapriya, Hariya, Mohanapriya completed. Pavitra. Shalini G34 and Pavitra. I am giving time, grace time for you people. Try to wind up. The competition is now for second question. Is between Pavitra and Shalini G34. Yes. Okay, let me end the game. Let's keep on going. Second is see. இதை முதல்ல சொல்லி வைக்கணும். அதனாலதான் அங்க ஒண்ணுமே வரல. இருப்பா நீ வேற. Girls, am I with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, dear, I got a call. Some of the girls, because of the non-availability of code or some technical reasons, you might have missed. Anyhow, no worries. I had marked it as a quiz 0 only. Your result is let me have a look. It's taking some time. 1 second. So your consolidated report will get developed like this. So why? Because I had taken all these things. This is how you will be taken. Second place is for Shalini G34. So I congratulate the winners. The top 5: Pavitra number 1, Shalini G34 number 2, and the third place backed by Vijay Lakshmi R. And fourth place is for Sumati, and fifth place is for Harita. So this is simply to kindle your kind of attentiveness for the class. Later, all these activities will be taken for the internal consultation also. So with this, we'll wind up for today. So some of the girls you might have missed playing, or you might have joined little later. I mean, in the rest of the sessions, let us pray and let us hope for the what is that? Some more, even more better session. Okay. So what I can do here onwards, let me make sure that all of you girls have got the code and everything. Once when you people entered into the game site, then I'll start with the game. Okay. I guess Shanmugapriya had not actively participated in the game. Lata Shanmugapriya. But Harini, I saw her a little earlier. She was the first girl entered into the game site. So it depends. As we are dealing everything with the online thing, there will be some problem. How much ever possible way we can make up, we will try to make it up. Okay, girls? Ma'am can't able to enter the code. Anyhow, we'll see. I'm getting some of the response from the kids. Anyhow, this is what we played right now. Idea is it is quiz 0 only. Later I'll share the link. You can even play it in offline also. Okay, we will do. Code even now I can see it is given in the chat box. It is 715520. 715520. Okay. So with this we'll wind up for today. And you can expect much more interactive ideas later on. Join with me. We'll have the smart sessions as we are dealing with the IoT. Thank you, girls. Have a great time. Stay safe. Bye, da.